Welcome dear student. Today we starts with the positive and negative feedback mechanism.
Now, aim for practical is to demonstrate positive and negative feedback mechanism. In that, we have to study what is meant by the homeostasis, how this positive mechanism is act, and how this negative mechanism get act.
Now first one is the homeostasis. This homeostasis, which is the condition of equilibrium in the body's internal environment due to a constant interaction of the body's many regulatory processes. Homeostasis is a dynamic condition in response to changing conditions. The body's equilibrium can shift among points in a narrow range that is compatible with maintaining the life. For example, the level of glucose in blood normal stay between the 70 and 110 milligram of glucose per 100 millimeters of blood. Each structure from the cellular level to the system level contribute in some way to keeping the internal environment of the body within normal limits. Now homeostasis and body fluid. This homeostasis, which is maintain the volume and composition of body fluid, dilute watery solution containing dissolved chemicals that are found inside the cell as well as surrounding them. The fluid within cell is intracellular fluid, abbreviated as the ICF. The fluid outside body cell is the extracellular fluid, which is indicated as ECF. This extracellular fluid that fills the narrow space between cells of tissue, which is known as the interstitial fluid. The extracellular fluid differs depending on where it is occurs in the body. Within blood vessel is termed the blood plasma, within the lymphatic vessel, which is called as the lymph, and in and around the brain and spinal cord, which is called as the cerebrospinal fluid. In the joint, it is referred as the synovial fluid, and the eyes, which is called as the aqueous humor and the vitreous body. Now homeostasis, which is a self-sustaining mechanism in organism that tries to maintain stable internal condition. Homeostasis, which is a dynamic condition in response to changing the condition. There are the two body systems that largely control the body's homeostasis. First one is the nervous system and second one is the endocrine system. The homeostasis is continually being disturbed by external stimuli, which include the intensive cold and lack of oxygen. Internal stimuli, they include the psychological stress, exercise. Disruption are usually mild and temporary. If homeostasis is not maintained, death may result. Now, control of homeostasis. Homeostatic imbalance occur because of disruption from the external and internal environment. Homeostasis, which is regulated by the nervous system and endocrine system acting together or the independently. The nervous system detects the changes and send nerve impulses to conduct the disruption. The endocrine system regulates the homeostasis by secreting the hormones. Whereas nerve impulses causes rapid changes, hormones usually work more slowly. Now next one is the feedback system. The body can regulate its internal environment through the many feedback systems. A feedback system or the feedback loop is a cycle of events in which the status of a body condition is get monitored, evaluated, changed, remonitored, reevaluate and so on. Each monitor variable such as body temperature, body blood pressure or the blood glucose level is termed as the control condition. Any disruption that changes a control condition, which is called as the stimulus. A feedback system, they include the three basic components. First one is receptor, second one is the control center, and third one is the effector. Now first one is the receptor. Now this receptor is a body structure that monitors the changes in a control condition, and that's why they send the input to a control center. This pathway, which is called as the afferent pathway, or which is also called as the sensory pathway, since the information flows towards the control center. For example, certain nerve ending in the skin sense temperature and can detect the changes such as the dramatic drop in temperature. Second one is the control center. A control center in the body, for example, the brain, that sets the range of value within which a control condition should be maintained, evaluates the input it receives from receptor, and generates output command when they are needed. The output from the control center typically occurs as a nerve impulses or the hormones or other chemical signals. This pathway, which is called as the efferent pathway, since the information flows away from the control center. This efferent pathway, which is also called as the motor pathway, for example, is the brain act as the control center. They receive the nerve impulses from the skin receptor and generating the nerve impulses as an output. Next one is the effector. Is a body structure that receives the output from the control center and they produces a response or effect that changes the control condition. When your body temperature gets dropped sharply, your brain, it means the control center, they send this nerve impulses, it means the output to your skeletal muscles, which is the effector. The result is the shivering, which generates heat and raises your body temperature. Now, in a feedback system, the response of the system feeds back information to change the control condition in some way, either negating it, it means the negative feedback, or the enhancing it, means the positive feedback. Now, first one is the negative feedback system. They reverse a change in a control condition, regulation of the blood pressure. Next one is positive feedback system. Strengthens or reinforce a change in one of the body's control condition. Example is normal childbirth. Now see, here is the three basic components of feedback system, which is a receptor, control center, and the effector. Here is the stimuli. They get disturb the homeostasis by increasing or decreasing a control condition that is monitored by the receptor, and these receptors send the impulses towards the control center or the input. This control center receive the input and provide the nerve impulses or chemical signals to the effector, it means the output, okay, and that bring about the changes, which is a response. These are the three basic components of the feedback system. Now firstly we start with the negative feedback system. A negative feedback system reverses a change in control condition. Consider the regulation of blood pressure. The blood pressure, which is a force exerted by blood as it presses against the walls of the blood vessel. When the heart beats faster or harder, blood pressure gets increases. If some internal or external stimulus causes blood pressure to get rise, the following sequence of event may occur. Now first one is this baroreceptor or the receptor, in that the pressure sensitive nerve cell located in the wall of a certain blood vessel, they detect the higher pressure. Next one, the baroreceptor send the nerve impulses or the input to the brain, which is a control center. They interpret these impulses and send the response to the heart and the blood vessels, which is the effector organ. If the heart rate get decreased and blood vessels get dilated, which is the widen, which cause the blood pressure to get decreased, they gives the response. This sequence of event quickly return the control condition, blood pressure to normal, and homeostasis is get restored. The activity of the effector causes blood pressure to get dropped, a result that negates the original stimulus and which is in increasing blood pressure. This is why it is called as the negative feedback mechanism. Now see in that diagram, here is the stimuli which is occurred due to the disturbance of the homeostasis. They increases the blood pressure, control condition. Okay, next one is the receptor. The receptor This receptor find out the some disturbances and they send the input towards the control center or the brain in the form of the nerve impulses. Now this control center or the brain, they detect the impulses, interpret it, and again send towards the output in the form of the nerve impulses or the effector in that the heart and the blood pressure. And it means they gives the response which is a decrease in the heart rate. These are the negative feedback mechanism. Next one is the positive feedback system. Unlike a negative feedback system, a positive feedback system tend to strengthen or reinforce a change in one of the body's control condition. In a positive feedback system, the response affects the control condition differently than in a negative feedback system. The control center still provides command to an effector, but this time the effector produces a physiological response that adds to or reinforces the initial change in the control condition. The action of a positive feedback system continues until it is interrupted by some mechanism. Example is normal childbirth. They provide a good example of positive feedback mechanism. Now, what happened in positive feedback mechanism? The first contraction of labor or the stimulus push part of the fetus into the cervix, the lowest part of the uterus which opens into the vagina. Stress sensitive nerve cell, which is a receptor, monitor the amount of stretching of the cervix, which is a control condition. As stretching increases, they send more nerve impulses or the input to the brain or the control center, which in turn release the hormones, which is oxytocin, into the blood. Oxytocin causes muscle in the wall of the uterus to contract even more forcefully. The contraction pushes the fetus further down the uterus, which stretches the cervix even more. The cycle of stretching, hormones release, and stronger contraction is interrupted only by the birth of the baby. Then stretching of the cervix and oxytocin is no longer get released. Now see in this diagram, there is contraction of the wall of the uterus, force the baby head or the body into the cervix. They increase the control condition, stretching the cervix. Now this receptor send the input to the control center in the form of the nerve impulses. This control center send the output to the effector and they call it the response. These are the negative feedback, positive feedback system. Now here is the difference between negative and the positive feedback system. Next one is result. The demonstration of positive and negative feedback mechanism was studied. Now these are the question bank. Thank you.